My company is Black Series Edition LLC. So getting the chance to get up there and inspect it, actually, it's it's wired in nicely and quite nicely. So basically, everything's there. It was wired in quite nicely. It's grounded. The only thing is they just didn't connect the fixture correctly, and that's why it came out. So it's up there. It's not hanging by any cords or anything. It's hanging by a few screws. So basically, they just didn't secure the light fixture in good enough. So basically, I told them to forget about it. I'm going to drop some long screws in there, get it secured in so it doesn't come out anymore, and then basically go from there. But that's basically about it. But it is secure. The wires and all, nothing's exposed, which is fantastic. And I'm not an electrician at the end of the day, but I know for in a simple fact that everything's covered up. Now, if that box wasn't covered up and those wires were exposed and there were no caps on the wires, then there'd be some issues right there because you would have exposed wiring. But no, there's no exposed wiring. It's actually, from what you can see on the camera here, it's actually pretty well secure. The only problem is that the fixture itself is not secured to the ceiling, which should have been a better job done on that, but that's no biggie. That's something I could definitely do myself with no problem whatsoever. That's all. But I was just checking to make sure that there was a cover on the box, that all the cables were connected correctly, that we didn't have any exposed wire, grounding wires were grounded. Yeah, everything's legit. Everything's legit. I ran past a friend of mine, he's an electrician. He looked at it, he's like, yeah, it's legit. The ceiling fixture is not attached right. That's all. So he said, just get a couple of long screws, punch a hole through it. They got the little areas where the screws at, and just secure it to the ceiling, and that's it. They just didn't really do a good job of securing it to the ceiling. But other than that, that's good. So that's good to know. That's why it's good to have friends that basically work in that field. I'm not going to send it to them because, again, if they didn't put it in correctly, why would I send it to them? I sent it to a friend of mine. He was like, nah, it's good. Just go in and just secure that part in your it. And he felt like, why are you painting the ceiling? I was like, oh, it's a screen. It's like, oh, show me pictures when you're done. So, yeah, that's pretty much it right there. So that's all. Any fixtures have to be attached in correctly. That tells you that's the difference between somebody who has a job and somebody who loves their job. Someone who does their job would do it correctly, and someone who doesn't really care about their job would not do it correctly. They're just half it. Screen paint grades, screen paint makers, you know what I'm talking about. You'll half it as much as y'all possibly can, half and half. So what we got to do now is we got to do the trim. We're going to go around and do the trimming here, and then yeah. Look at my giant, my table of death, table of death. Make sure we don't have no paint on the bottom of our socks because I don't like treading paint all over the rest of the carpet, which we're not trying to do that. So I should be good. I should be Gucci. 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 Apparently we did not plan for this correctly. All right, there you go. Now we gotta basically take the table of death. Or what you call it, table of death, but there it is. It's a pretty good strong table, to tell you the truth. Very good strong table. Put you guys over here. I gotta do my trim. Yeah, so, you know, sometimes you never judge a book by a cover, because my journey of apartment hunting, I seen some stuff. Gee whiz. Actually, I saw one apartment. It was right downtown. Right downtown. But it was interesting. So when I walked in there, I can literally read the serial codes on the smoke detector. That's literally how easy they heighten the floor or shorten the ceilings or whatever went on in there. But yeah, I'm like, this is not right. I feel like I'm walking inside of a dollhouse. So, and I gotta learn not to complain so much. That's a problem with me also too. I complain a lot sometimes. And then again, I may just want to get older. You complain a lot. But then again, it's my money at the end of the day I am spending. But sometimes if God puts you someplace, you learn to shut up and stop complaining. Because then I'll be like the children of Israel, who got all those blessings and all they did was complain. So it's no wires exposed and all that. And then I got friends of mine that work in that field, so it ain't a bother. Pick up the phone and say, hey, can you hook me up? And they're like, okay, whatever, I'll be down, and done. As long as I run it past them. And they should have their license bonded. So they were license bonded, over, and that's it. So that can easily be done. So sometimes you gotta be in situations. Not everything's gonna be perfect when you're a Christian. No, it's gonna be perfect. There are people who buy multi-million-dollar mansions and end up living next to a rock star who doesn't sleep, parties all night, and basically their concern is going to bring their property value down. So everybody has issues wherever they live at. There's always something you're going to have to deal with. You imagine that. You're spending $50 million for a house, and you live next door to a party animal rock star. Who constantly has cars going up and down the driveway, and people partying and screaming, occasionally climbing over your property. Yeah, there's people that go through that. And you can bring out the SWAT team or whatever you want at the end of the day. They got probably end up got more money than you at the end of the day too. And they got the fame along with it. They could literally go on YouTube and basically destroy you just like that. Yeah, so people live with that. So just be happy where you are. It could be worse. It could be worse. All right. How are we doing this? I don't want to carry all this up here. Okay. I gotta get that corner over there, which I have all my stuff open there. Okay, let's just get this done. I got a bit, they got work to do today, bro. Gotta get this finished. Let's get up on the table of death. This is basically gonna be bad. Hopefully it's not bad. Whoa. Oh, that's just fantastic. Perfect time to get a foot cramp when I'm on the table of death. Gee whiz Louise. Seriously? Oh, mother freaking George. I gotta use my foot beside me more. Literally got a foot cramp on the way up on the table of death. That's not calling it that. We're going to show you one day. Let's see, we good? All right, we're good. Woo! Up on the table. Not calling it that. Subvert. Okay, well that's not bad. I'm not worried about that because we got paint. This is a screen below it, so I'm not worried if any paint gets here. Just don't want it there. We got to think of this anyway. keyboard there? Mother George, why is the keyboard like right there? I see a spot. It's a little corner of that. We got that corner cleaned nicely. That's a blessing right there. In that corner. We're using the wedges. Oh man, it's definitely asking for that. My keyboards are literally right there. Right there. That's my mouse. Okay, I can get around that. It's asking for it on so many levels. I can feel the table cracking in the middle. Don't crack, don't crack. Come on, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Woo! Boy, should be a ride at Donny Park. Called can't think of the name on it. What to call it. Get destroyed. Oh! Show the feet. Man, that was fun. That definitely was fun. Today on Get Destroyed, we have a man from Philadelphia. He's going to win $50,000 if he can get up on the table and paint the trim without getting destroyed. You guys seeing this? Oh, they're in the wrong direction, are you not? No. There's so many units that the camera follows you everywhere you go. This camera stand, I need to get one of those. There we go. Matter of fact, let me put you guys over here. This is much better. That way you can get the whole full thing, and I only got to move you around. There we go, perfect. Oh. Definitely vouch for this table. Is it strong enough? I'm standing on it. I can get that song in my head. You can hear that. All right, that's the trim right there. Don't worry about that. Worry about the other wall if I do that. These are my screens I'm putting in. So, I don't care if I'm marking, but Don't marble too much. Like that. Definitely gotta clean up. All right, 22 squats, that's it. That's pretty good. Oh, that's very good. All right, cool. All right, one squat, that's it. Oh, could have went on the floor on that one. See, we want to risk it. Probably so, no, no. Let's get the whole section over here. Literally, let's get the whole section over here. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. For the yellow bird, and we're done. Now, as people are asking about spray and screen. Yeah, you can spray it. That spot right there we hit, that's the screen itself. So I wiped it off. Now, how easy that came off with no problem shows that that wall has a protective coat attached to it, which means I'm going to have to prime that surface. Definitely. I'm going to have to prime it. Because protective coats are nightmares. Oh, Taco wasn't there. Oh man, pretty bird. Seriously. Keep the pail away from the walls. There we go. Good thing that is there, that protective surface, but still on off. Also going to have to be primed. That surface is a pain in the neck to paint over. Woo! Scary part. hate to put this on camera, but whew, man, I'll watch out for that chair. Get that thing out of the way. That needs to be over here. I gotta go here. 1 second. Okay. I know some of you right now are probably thinking right now, I hope he falls to the table and breaks his neck. Guess what? God can hear everything you're thinking right now. Everything you're thinking right now, he can hear it. Everything. Do you know that? And since he knows this already, that's why his angels are here to help me paint the ceiling. No victory today, Satan. Sorry. It's a shame because these are the same twisted individuals that go watch NASCAR and hoping for somebody to have a wreck. Why the guy who's driving the car is praying he doesn't have a wreck because he has a family to go home to. The people are sick. There are literally people like that. There's that guy came on, I forgot what TV show it was, and he sat there and said, you know what? It's jacked up that some of those people in the crowds are hoping to have a wreck. That's kind of messed up, ain't it? Hoping this man spins out of control and loses his life because you want to see a car wreckage burn on the track. That shows at the end of the day what kind of human being you are. And it's funny because these are probably the same individuals that are driving home and praying that they don't get into a car accident and end up dying in a burning wreck. Isn't that interesting? Yeah, you don't want it to happen to you, but you want it to happen to somebody else. Same individuals that could be wishing that I fall off this table and break my neck are the same individuals that can easily trip down a flight of stairs and break your neck. You gotta be careful how you think. It got in my head today. It was in my head. It was in my head. And I know how you people think. So not all of you people. Some people are fantastic. My people that come are amazing, but we know we get you sickos in the room. And you sickos in the room think that way. Oh, I hope he falls off the table. No, I'm sorry. God knows what you're going to think it before you even think it. Before the thought even processes in your head, he already knows. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? All right, let's see. Let's get up here on top of here. I got to get a stand for my bag. Let me get the chair here. Thank you, Jesus. Ain't that the bag here? All right. Go over there. Don't worry about it. I used to have vertigo. Used to have it a long time ago. Got it with my panic attacks. What? Prayed on it. Lord didn't know that would stay long. Got rid of that real quick. Here. Let me block my path. What I gotta do, I gotta bring you guys over here. Okay. When you got people like that, sit there and watch somebody work on a house or something and hoping they fall off and get hurt. There's something wrong with you. If you think that way, it's something wrong with you. Damn right with you. These are the same people have a near collision death in a car, and we're sitting like, oh, thank God, thank goodness. But you're just wishing somebody a couple of days ago that they were getting a fiery crash. That's real scary to be traveling that fast and hit something. Boom. That's terrifying. All right, let's not do section up. air window. Thank you, Jesus. Gentlemen, keep me safe. Corners, I swear, are like a pain in the neck to do. Corners don't want to basically work with you. They want to fight with you. Oh, Mother George. All right, let's get that mess cleaned up. Got our wall pretty good on that side. We'll fix it. One thing I'm happy about, they did do the protective walls in here. And our paint pretty much washes off pretty easy, as long as you get it when it's wet. Well, no, I did a floor clearly when it was dry. Took some time to get up the floor, but it did come up. Okay. It's after midnight. Right, Bert, don't get exactly silly. Professional. Can't stand nosy people. Set this one strip right here, and we're done. Woo, that's a nice way to come off the table with a spin attached to it. That's fun. So, thank our Lord for that one, don't we? Yes, we do. Got the trim all done up. What I got to do now is just drop some screws and light fixture, and that's it. We're done in here. And then next week we start working on the gunmetal technology. We got a spot right here. Yep, right there. And that's the spot right there. on the area over there. Woo. Yeah! I don't know why, for some reason, I feel like I needed to jump off the top turnbuckle and land on that table with somebody on it. Tonight's the ring. 2 men will enter. One will leave. Ultimate cage match. Ultimate. Yeah. See, a group of the naysayers came in. I seen you in here watching. You're always in here watching. Naysayers always in here watching. You know I never me on streams, right? Why would I be in there? There's nothing there to watch. I'm not trying to be rude here, but there's literally nothing in there to watch. I want to watch something that I did 10 years ago. No, I'm good. There's nothing there for me to watch. You guys are always in here because my demonstrations are always different. That's why you're always in here and you're watching. And for some reason, you get in your head that if you're in the room, that I can actually see you through the camera and you disappear real fast. You know how dumb that is at the end of the day? You're welcome to come in here. You know that, right? I mean, there's no passwords or no security codes you have to go through, no secret, none of that nonsense. So when I come into the room and I speak, and you leave real fast. Really? What are you, 5? Come on, enjoy. See something different for a change. You're seeing the same old demonstrations every day on house paint saying, oh, look at the clarity and blah, blah, blah. Same nonsense every time. All right, we're doing something different here. We're building a galaxy. We're going to build a galaxy lounge. So you can come in here. You're welcome. I know at the end of the day, you feel a little shame, like you cheated on someone, but it's okay. It'll be our secret, okay? It's stupid. Just come and watch the video. My goodness. It'll be our little secret. Nobody will know. But you know I can basically go into my channel. I can pull up exactly, I can go into basically studios and pull up whoever's in here, but I'm not going to do that. Why would I do that? That's just stupid. That's definitely stupid. Ah, look at the inspector. Here comes the inspector. Come here. Come here. No. You're coming in, right? Coming in. Yeah, it's the inspector. Wait till I get your tie. Yeah, whatever. Did I do a good job? Huh? And don't do anything but, get your food real quick. Don't do anything but eat and sleep all day. You don't do anything but fill out reports all day. You did it wrong. You didn't do it correctly. You do it correctly, right? Let's take this remote controls in here. Can't turn Taco's screen on because I walked off with the remote controls again. Don't know exactly what's there. Let's see. What's there? Alright, hold on, Taco. Might be in the kitchen. Last one was in the kitchen. Let's see what the remote controls at. do. Oh shoot, wrong size. Where's the kitchen made at? I'll tell you one thing. I had the water tested in this place. The water is freaking clean. I mean, freaking clean. But then we live near the mountains anyway, so that explains a lot. But anyway, so it's clean. It's freaking clean. I always get water tested. Any place I'm at, or I move at, wherever I always get the water tested. It don't cost much. A little peace of mind at the end of the day. All right, let me see. Yeah, we're done. We can't take down the frog tape because, again, as I said before, we got 2 screens behind us that we're going to be painting in anyway. I could do this down, but no, I'm going to leave it right there. There's no rush. Take it down. And let's see, so the ceiling's done. That's the one thing we had to get done first because you don't want to paint the ceiling last because then, if you got screens up, you're definitely going to hit the screens. Ooh, this would be an interesting installment for somebody who's already put their theater together. That'd be interesting. Yeah, you have to treat it like a crime scene. You got to cover everything. So this room right here is 11 feet by 11 feet. The ceiling is 11 feet by 11 feet. The ceiling matches the floor. It's a perfect square in here. So we're getting the carpet. Not a big fan of. I don't like the color at all. Period. Before I thought it was killing me, but it wasn't killing me. But yeah, I think most of that was in my head. But anyway, so. We're going to basically, I saw this 3D illustrated rug. It's all black. It's got these, it's kind of an outer space kind of map of the galaxy. And we're going to basically use that for the floor. Oh, and radiator covers, man, I swear I love people at the end of the day that just come up with new stuff to make life a lot more easier for people and a lot more affordable. That's what we do. Anyway, so somebody got the idea of basically designing these radiator covers that go together like Lego blocks. So you can customize the covers on how you want them. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And they're like something like 60 bucks. That's it. Do you have any idea how much radiator covers cost? They are not freaking cheap. The things are expensive. You can spend $200 or $300 depending on how your radiators are for radiator covers. They are quite costly. And you need radiator covers because, again, if you have kids, you don't want them touching those things. Actually, things should be covered, to tell you the truth. They really should be. But anyway, the covers are like 60 bucks. You get a bunch of tiles, you piece them all together, like some cool transformer, and you just slide it. You build a box. You build your own radiator box and slide it right over top of your case. And they look really nice. They look really decorative. So the bathroom already has a cover on it. The room in the front doesn't have one. I don't have one in here, and there's not one in the kitchen. So I'm going to cover those up real nicely. But the floor, we're going to put this huge rug on top of it. And we're going to do a little artwork on it. We're going to actually just trace certain areas in the rug with a little bit of that glow-in-the-dark paint. So when the lights come on, the rug is going to glow and it's really cool. So we're going to make it into a complete space lounge. Now, as for over here by the window, that's going to look kind of weird to have a space lounge over there. And we got blinds in there. So what we're going to do is, of course, I'm going to open up the window when we do demonstrations in here. But this environment right here is going to be made to be dark. That's what I'm going to design it to be. The next room, that environment is going to be made to be nice and bright in there. So this is how I'm going to hook it up because this is the space lounge. It's going to be a little bit darker in here. And then on top of that, we get people saying, well, how about your product? How does it work with the lights out? We're already in the dark environment. We're good to go. We'll show you that your product doesn't work with the lights out either. So that'll be fun to watch. We can do it here with the lights out, watch the screen wash out on the technology, and then bring it out there and watch it wash out with the lights on. So this is going to be the Galaxy room. So since we got I'm trying to figure out a way how to cover this up right here. We can't put a projector up there because, again, it's not going to work well. We have to map it. I have to map a certain area. I need to map that certain square only. We don't need the projector hitting here, 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 or giving us letter boxes and all. We don't need that. We need an actual map out design. And the only way I'm going to be to do that is use projector mapping, which we have here already. So with that being said, what can we put up there? I tried thinking about curtains. Nah, curtain thing on the right. I need something with that intergalactic kind of automatic shades that pop up and down. You know, they have shutters that come down on the mothership and they shut, boom, boom, boom. We need something like that. So, cheapest way to go about it without it costing an arm and a leg. And besides, these have to be fitted for inside the windows, which we don't want. We need it on the outside here. We're going to get a motorized projection screen. We're going to design it like a shutter. We're going to coat it all, well, we can get one completely black anyway. But we're going to coat that surface all black so it blends in nicely. And then we're going to have where we can open it up and shut it, and then we can 3D map the entire thing. On top of that, it's very important because we don't want images from the 3D mapping pushing through the blinds and hitting the house next door. So that's what we're going to do. I had one in the other house. I had one in the window. Fit perfectly in there. So this one should fit perfectly. If it doesn't fit perfectly and we're off on the edges, and all we have to do is just go down and get a strip of wood, a little bit here to here, paint it white so it blends in so we can extend the sides and hang it up that way. But either way, we'll have one up there. So then we have a motorized projection screen here too. The bag can't be in here. It'll take off from my room. So I'm gonna put my bag in my hallway over there. And right there is a perfect spot to put it at. Because I'm not really gonna do much with the hallway. I thought I was gonna put some projectors in there, but not really. Oh, I'll put my training bag in there. I'm good. Okay, dokey. Okay. Concept. This right here for 20 bucks with the rollers and the this is you get 4s and 6s they make them in. The rollers are really good on these. Usually when you buy these, the rollers are absolute crap. These rollers are really good. Welcome to Galaxy Lounge. So I have to get over to my edges here. Oh, you don't know what I'm doing behind you. I'm getting close to my edges where I basically had to go in and dab in the paint. That's what we're doing right there. All right. I'm going to be adding in, we usually make this stuff in 32 ounces, and that's it. But we're going to be expanding on bigger containers. So that we are going to be doing. So we're going to have this at the smallest container, it's going to be 32. And we're going to do it from 1 gallon to 2 gallons, because some of you got some big screens, some big ceilings. I don't want anybody getting sticker shock. You know, if you feel that it's too pricey, you can go with an infinity ceiling. You do it that way, and that's going to cost you $2,000 to $10,000 or 20 or something like that. But you know, we have to make this product at the end of the day. That's one thing I get. I get people come on there sometimes. We get customers coming and just buy. That's it. They come to buy. They call us up, they buy. No problem. Then we get customers who think our products are going to be sold like the $50 and $90 products that are untested. This is a tested product, people. At the end of the day, this technology can wipe us certified, which means you have a screen sitting on your wall that's far more advanced than certified. So again, for those individuals who come in and go, oh, well, then you go over there and buy. That's what you do. You go over and you buy house paint. That's what you buy. And you sit in the dark with your expensive projector, calibrated machine, and watch your colors wash out every time someone turns their lights on in your environment. Or you can go pop over and go drop in. If you're going to complain about that, you're definitely not going to drop over and spend $2,000 and $3,000 for a screen, even $5,000. So there's some people that want to spend the money for the projector, but they want things to come a little cheaper, much cheaper for them. And I'm sorry, we can't help you there at all, period. Really can't help you with that. At the end of the day, it still costs me money to make. Everything we do costs money to make, so can't do that. But we had people literally that would try to get it for much cheaper. Like they want it for 20 bucks. Like, no, we're not, sorry, not even for 50. Not gonna happen. And one guy told me, can you show me how to? No, we're not doing that. But you can go over and buy great paint. You can go buy that. And you can go to Home Depot, Lowe's, any one of those places and buy that paint. And just do the same thing. Let me see. So we just extended our demo page. I told you that we're going to make another demo page. We have a room. We got 235.1s to put in there too. I painted a couple of those screens right there. And that way, when we do the demonstration pages on that, when we do the 235.1, we're going to put a section in there for you to show you how to do 235.1 if you're going to do that at the end of the day. So, you know, I try to tell people, the ones that want a nickel and dime, home theater can be a bit expensive. See how much your chairs are going to cost you. You won't be getting no chairs for no 20 bucks. You're going to be paying some money for some chairs. I got these right here without the cup holders for 100 bucks. And then the recliners that I have, the one recliner I got next room, I paid $400 for that one. You can spend $7,000, $8,000, you can pay easy $1,000 for a movie chair. My movie sofa was like about $1,000. I paid for the sofa about $1,000. So, yeah, all that'll cost money. It's an investment. That's what it is. That's why you want to make sure you get the right screen in there, because it's an investment. And speaker system's going to cost you money. LED lighting's going to cost you money. All that's going to cost you money. Because if you put all that in there and you got a screen that don't even match your projector at all, period. The screen is coming up absolutely horrible. Like the fellow who said, like I said, perfect example. Like the poor customer who went there, I watched his demonstration where he did did his environment. Very nice job. Very nice job. Put the time in, set a nice setup, put a 200-inch screen. He did all that work himself. Put the LED lights and everything. Beautiful job. But look what he was left with. An amazing projector, 4K, good quality machine. Beautiful setup. Did all that work himself just to get cheated on his screen. You know, if he was designing that area to be dedicated, strictly dedicated, those windows would have never been able to expose light. They would have been covered up like we did in the dedicated theater room. We had these black curtains put up to absorb light, so you couldn't see anything. And that was the first layer. And then the second layer, if we finished the job, you wouldn't have had any light penetrating through that environment. It would have been pitch black dark in there. But apparently wasn't his intention, because there's sliding glass doors right next to his screen. And you can see out the window, there's a backyard out there. So he was not planning to cover that up. That was probably going to be designed to be like a family room or a theater get-together room. But he can't use it because if you open up those curtains, the screen disappears on you. So all that money he put in there for the receiver, a nice speaker system. When I go watch these demonstrations from these customers, I don't go in and just watch stuff and go, oh, that's jacked up. You know, and I go back and see exactly, I'm going to see where he started at, where he built this setup. And he did a good job on that. He even had the ceiling set up where it actually had that kind of second ceiling with that little levitation. You can put the lights around it. Fantastic job. Sad thing about it, he got cheated on his screen. What he was probably expecting was that I can have my pool outside. Probably has a pool out there. Chancery probably does. Have my pool out there on my patio, and I can have my guests come over, and they can sit out there and then come in and walk in and see this giant screen with the window light hitting it. He didn't get that. Well, you know, some people, like I said, at the end of the day, they feel that if they can, they feel that if they can see bits and pieces on the screen, it's passable. It'll work. No, it will not. You don't tolerate that stuff from your TV. Hey, look at this. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I bust you? That's your spot. You sleep there now. That's one of his other cozy spots. That's Taco and Friends. Damn, I gotta get around this freaking reach right here. We gotta slip over in the hallway. Why? Man, I put me a little wall here, literally. I'm gonna talk with this stuff all in the hallway. Ugh. So we had to bring the projector in because where it was sitting on the radiator, my machine was getting cooked, which I came in and found out that my machine was cooking. So I got to get the radiator covers for that, and I got to take the machine and I got to mount it to the ceiling as soon as possible because I need to be back there because when my sofa comes in, that thing's going to be in the way. What you doing in there, Taco? Right. 4K tropical fish YouTube. Why can't we get jazz music and tropical fish? Tropical fish with jazz music? Never know. Oh, and they got it too. Oh yes, this is fantastic. I get my jazz music and he gets his fish. Taco, tell me guys like that. I had to push my projector back a little farther because it's too close on the bigger screen. But I don't want it close to the radiator until I can get this thing mounted. I came out here, woo! What the freak is going on? The fan was going off like crazy because the heat from the radiator was pushing up into my projector and was trying to cool itself down. And I'm like, what the freak? And I was like, oh shoot, the heat was blasting out of there. I was like, oh, it's not good. So basically, I want to mount it right here to the ceiling right up there. That way I can have my projector here and then the P2 down here. That's somebody said, when do you get it right away? You know anything about when I build my environments? I like to put it all together and then the final piece is going like a perfect puzzle. I don't rush anything. I take my time when I do stuff. So I have to get the floor done in here. I'm gonna cover it up because I don't like this carpet. I can't stand it. Gonna cover the floor up. I don't know whether or not, I might use these instead. I'm looking at these right here. These are fantastic. So I might use these. So if I do these, I want these in hardwood design. That's what I want them in. And then I'm going to put a nice carpet over top of this. Nice fancy white carpet, maybe some designs on it. Maybe I might get an oriental rug, but I want a lot of white into it and grays and stuff like that, light colors. A couple of giant throw pillows right here. Giant wraparound couch there. Probably put some soft lighting in the background, but we can always use the overhead so anytime we want to do demonstrations. And then I don't want any bookcases in here because I don't want a lot of clutter, so we're going to put some bookcases, shelves to the wall. And then we'll put our customized stand that'll protrude out from the wall. We're going to get these kind of like pegs that are made out of plastic, because we need that to support the stand while it's mounted to the wall. And the bottom of it's going to be coated all white. That's why we need the rug to be in white, so the light reflects off the rug and reflects off the underneath the stand. And since the pegs are clear, when light transfers through it, it's not like it's invisible, like it's floating. We'll trap our P2 projector. I'm gonna put a special slot right here with a no cooling system with a fan system in the bottom of it for my PC, which is not required, but I'm gonna have to do something for real cool, like maybe a 140 millimeter fan, and then drop my case on top of there. We'll make a docking station for the PS5 customized mod, which we're gonna put in a V21 case. And over here, that's for the gaming PC, and then the docking station for the P2, which mine's gonna be all black. Then we'll put some EL wire that'll trace all around everything, give a nice kind of Tron glow to it. And then at the bottom, we'll run our Lionel train set, the Taco Express, which will be coming through here, flat drawbridge that comes up, so that way people can walk through without tripping over my track and come back around the sofa. I figure behind the sofa, we'll put some cool stuff back there, like, we'll put a small town back there, or something cool, because the train's gonna have a GoPro attached to it. So this environment's gonna be designed to be nice and bright, but the next environment's gonna be nice and dark, so we can switch back and forth. And of course, this is gonna be Taco Land. Taco space for him. So that's why I want to get a section for the kitchen to block off for about right there, a little farther out, so that way I don't see that at all, period. Then I'll start decorating the kitchen and getting that done. Like I say, all these right here need to be screwed in. They have to be done, which I'll be doing myself today. And I'll be sending in, I'm gonna put a work order in, I'm gonna fix those myself, and you're gonna take some money off my rent, give me a credit, which they're happy to do. They're nice people. It's rare that a landlord is going to pay you for something. Very rare. That's why they have their own maintenance team. They got a maintenance team in this place. All I gotta do is put in the ticket, they come in and fix it. They're pretty quick on stuff. But for me, if I take it out of my own pocket and fix it, they put a credit to my account. No one's going to give you $300 for a bathroom. That's not going to happen. My bathroom's huge, and there's very little tile. There's very little. Most bathrooms are basically all ceramic and tile. You have very little drywall in there, so you don't need much paint. Let's put this real quick. All my bathroom will do some work and make sure it makes sense. Oh, seriously? Gee whiz, I swear. My cat got issues. So this is my bathroom. It's a big bathroom. Compared to the last ones I had were small. So all this is ceramic. We just got this, that right there, and that's it. That's a quart of paint, literally. That's it. Quart of paint, you can knock all this out. Most people look at this, they'll get a gallon, way too much paint. You just order way too much paint. A quart would knock this up with no problem. So that's all you're gonna paint. And mind you, my bathroom's big. So there's no way in the world I'm just gonna pay you $300 to paint that. No. It's not gonna happen. That's crazy. Get like 50 bucks, probably less than that, probably $25. That's it. So, I'm not trying to be rude here, disrespectful and all, but I've seen the blueprints for those places over there. They're around 600 square feet. This place is almost 900 square feet in here. And a bathroom's big. There's mostly what you're going to inquire in a bathroom is going to be ceiling tile and ceramic. So I mean nothing but ceramic and tile in there. I'm gonna take a quart to knock that out in there. The other bathroom I had, less than that. It was way smaller than that. So there's no way in the world they're gonna give you $300 for that. They're gonna give you permission. That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna give you permission to paint the room area, just as long as you put it back the same way you found it. Or it comes out of your security deposit. Anything you fix in the building, and you take it out of your own pocket, they get a credit on your account. That's what they do. So when I first came here, I fixed a couple of things in here and showed them the pictures and all. And I got a $225 credit on my account. That's what I got. The only way they're going to take money out of their pocket and pay me, unless I do something like that screen setup or I put a projection screen in here, something's going to jump the value of the place, and they got to pay me for that. Oh, that music is great. You know, it's fantastic when you got the foot massage, your back massage, you're listening to a little bit of AMSR in the background and got the jazz playing. Oh man, that's how I pass out on camera all the time. So we get a chance to take a little break, come in here. So that's what I love about doing these demonstrations. We get a chance to watch me paint the ceiling in, and then we come out here and watch some beautiful fish, some little jazz music, got all the lights on, and I trap in the dark. Got an Inspector cat over here. Meow. Are you inspecting the territories? Man, fight me like a man. Are you ordering your dish? Yeah, come and order, right? Which one are you dish? You jack up your stuff so badly. Yeah, you do. As always, you stay jacking your food up, man. That's what I'm doing. Your food scooch over here. There we go. That way you can look at the screen right next to the overhead. There we go. Right, I got your cat castle over there set up. All right. I think I'm gonna do, yeah, I'm gonna do. We're definitely gonna do for the tiles, those right there. I like those better because we can cut them to the way we want the size, the floor out. That's what I'm gonna do. And it's not gonna take much to knock out this floor. So we're gonna get they are the ones with the wood grain to them. Much better than I'm gonna get the heavier, thicker ones, because these aren't the heavier, thicker ones. That's what I'm gonna do. So I can't get the sofa until we do the floor. So at least we're gonna have to do the whole floor because the sofa literally is gonna take up much of this. So we just have to do this section in half. I think probably past the popcorn machine from here, and the sofa's pretty much gonna land on some of it, and then we'll be good to go from there. So at least that's not gonna cost a lot of money in tiles. And we gotta do tacos section in here, and we have to do the taco section, and we have to do the hallway. And that's it. The lounge is going to have that huge rug in there. I might do the lounge too. I might just pad the floor because it'll be uneven. So pad the floor in the lounge. Alright, that'll definitely work. Well, got to get rid of the office chair. I'm throwing that thing in the trash because we don't need it at all, period. Because, again, since I'll be on that cloud sofa, I'm going to be putting back there. Everything's going to be wireless. That's why I'm going to be doing my work from there. So I'm throwing the chair in the trash because I don't want it. Get the zoomies. Get the zoomies. Look at the zoomies. This jerk got the zoomies. Taco, where you at? You got the zoomies? That's one thing I'm happy about. He's got enough room to run back and forth. Because the other house, this was him all day long, just running back and forth, running back and forth. We're blessed to get this place. There's plenty of room for him to run back and forth. Get the zoomies? Just ask you at the zoomies. Whatever, I'll put my business on camera. Forgetting that case. What you doing, Taco? Got the zoomies? Watch this. He makes a growling sound every time he runs up to something. Rawr. You see me? Huh? What you want to do? Huh? Uh-oh, uh-oh. They're on the side crawl. Oh. Oh. Get the zoomies? Uh-oh. Try to sneak around that joker. Why you gotta attack me? Why you gotta be like that? How dare you! Ferocious creature. Here you go, gotcha. Huh? Ready? I'll leave him all day. Ain't throwing it up in the air and catching it. Wow. Get your toy? Where you at? Okay, well, so we're going to basically, like I said before, the mapping screen paint, like I said, it's fantastic when you get ready to do your theater room setup or how you're going to use it for the floor, what you're going to use it for. So we usually have it in 32s, but now when people have been asking if we make them in larger sizes, so we're going to do 32 1 gallons and 2 gallons. And here I'm going to be soundproofing my ceiling soon with white tiles, so that way when I install my speakers in, they won't hear the sound transfer. And on top of that, I have a little more quiet in here too also. So that's what I'm going to do for that right there. Because like I said, last place I was at, my projector was sitting back around 19 feet, but I was 6 feet off the screen, so I could hear the soundboard crystal clear. I'm way back here. I can barely hear my soundboard. I gotta turn it up to blast it so I can hear it, so I don't want that at the end of the day. So I'm gonna install speakers up in here and behind me so I can hear my speakers. I'm gonna wrap around from the side and here. We're gonna buy a new speaker system, but that sound's gonna automatically transfer upstairs with no problem. So we're gonna soundproof all that. And then for my subs, what I have on the floor, I'm gonna put soundproofing underneath of them because I don't want the sound to transfer to the neighbor underneath me. Look at Taco. Taco's over here. He loves jazz music. He's over here relaxing. You relaxing, Taco? Yeah, you relaxing. All right, people, I'm gonna get out of here. Next, we'll fire with the projector once I fix that light, and we'll show you what we got. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.